Do.
Welcome to Two Dudes What to Do.
I'm Chick.
I'm Josh.
Today,
I couldn't even say it right. I'm all goofed up. Welcome to Two Dudes What Do. That's what I should have said.
welcome to...
But I said, what do?
You're not having a stroke, are you?
No, but I did know a guy who almost had one last night. So
That's good.
good thing he didn't. He just had a blood clot somewhere, we think.
Oh, yeah.
So better news. He's alive
That's good.
and kicking. But yeah. So speaking of can't speak right, you know who doesn't always speak wrong? I don't know. That was some kind of double negative that I don't know the answer to now.
We're all speaking wrong right now.
The guy who always gets it right is the ring announcer.
Oh yeah, always.
You know, the guy who comes out into the center, that dude, he knows how to talk. I could not be that guy.
It's his job.
I'm the guy who gets in the cannon, I think. I got a bald head. Well, I got shaved head right now. I'm kind of aerodynamically made.
I'm not.
Kind of a ball shape.
I'm the strong guy.
Yeah, you're strong, man. Yeah, or the guy who grows hair really fast. You could be Wolfman.
I could be the bearded lady.
Could be the wolf guy. But yeah.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. 2018, any guy can be the bearded lady. Just saying. It's 2018.
Yeah, sure.
There it is.
I mean, let's just be fully honest. They may not be ladies. They
Yeah.
just may be dressing like ladies. Carnies may be doing that. I think they're fake. They're not real people. I don't know. Never seen a carny outside of a carnival.
Just saying.
Never seen a circus person outside of a circus. Are they considered carnies? Circus people?
Circus.
Circus?
Ow.
Circatole? Anyways, so there's about 12,000 circuses in America alone.
That's a lot of circus.
It's a lot of fun to go around. A lot of pain to be put around, too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how I was going to go about this whole discussion. Because I wanted to talk about circuses, and I wanted to talk about the good times we've had with circuses, and the good things that come from circuses. But anytime you do research about circuses,
It's always negative.
it always comes back to how badly they treat the animals.
It's bad.
And I need to point out that circuses do have laws and rules to protect animals.
They do.
The problem is there's 12,000 circuses in America alone,
That's a lot of circus.
and there's only 100 U.S. Department of Agriculture to regulate them. So, 100 guys or so to wrangle in 12,000 circuses.
And each circus probably has at least 30 people working for them. At least.
So, to get to the circus and shut it and have it problems and check it, it's kind of difficult.
Yes.
So, obviously, when you have that little bit of a staff, there are going to be things that fall through the cracks. There's going to be smaller circuses that you just don't care to check. You don't have time. You got to worry about the big ones, Barnum and Bailey's. I mean, they just recently did a couple years ago, they did a video of Barnum and Bailey's. They were bullock whacking their elephants right
Ouch.
before they came out on stage, just to get them into performance. So, I mean, you know, there are things that are being done that there's supposed to be a law against, there's supposed to be rules against, but
They could generally kind of just
yeah, I mean,
sneak around it.
it's just like today. Okay, during the Wild West, there was one sheriff for every town. Yeah, there was law-abiding citizens, and then there was outlaws. But the outlaws outnumbered the sheriffs quite a bit. But because the sheriff could put them down right away, there was fewer than there are now.
Yeah.
We have a ton more police, but we have millions of criminals. So,
Inflation.
with that little bit of a group to basically bring the rules into an aspect, people will naturally go, I can bend the rules because there's no one checking me.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying circuses get away with it or should get away with it.
No.
I'm just saying they do get away with it.
It's a sad thing, but
Yeah.
in life, it's hard to regulate that stuff, especially as we said, 100 people. That's tiny.
100 groups, you know. But the main thing they're looking for is the big groups. They're trying to keep the ones with the most animals down. So, they're doing a good job, but they could be doing better.
They could hire more.
Yeah. But that's going to come out of your tax dollars.
Exactly.
Here's what it is. Here's the sad part. Circus animals spend about 96% of their life or their time when they're in the circus in cages.
That's a lot of cage time.
Okay, so let's say they spend 100 hours in the circus. 96 hours of it, they're in a cage.
4 other hours, guess what? They're performing.
It's not great.
No.
When they're sorry.
All work and no play makes an elephant a dull boy. What's what I do? Get that out of your throat.
Sorry. When they're traveling, most of the time they don't get water or food.
I like water.
Until they stop. I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, you're traveling, you're trying to make the next city by a certain time because you're going to put a show on.
Yeah.
You don't really have time to stop. You should, though. These are animals. You'd stop for you.
They're living things. Hey, man, I got to go to the restroom. All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that shouldn't be done, but it's being done. Elephants seem to get the brunt of all this problem.
Yeah. I mean, they're big. They need a lot of food to sustain them. They need a lot of water.
Oh, they need a ton of water.
I mean,
so obviously,
why do you think they got that giant snout?
Obviously,
It's a giant straw.
When they're in the circus, they're not getting what they need. Most of the time, circuses will pull animals from the wild because it costs more to get ones that were bred for it.
Yeah.
Obviously. So they're pulling them straight out of their habitat, and then they're breaking their will just to do circus stuff. It's a problem.
It's a sad thing. Truly.
So to go into this and say, I'm going to talk about all the good things about a circus, it's very difficult.
It is.
Because there are a lot of good times. I mean, we had some good stories. We've had good stories about when we were kids, and he had a scary moment when a clown came in and talked to him.
I was afraid of clowns.
He was young, you know. But there are a lot of fun stuff to the circus. I mean, some of these people, they spend their whole life becoming circus people not because they're going to treat the animals bad, because that's what they do.
They want to see people laugh and smile.
Yeah, they want to see people excited. They want to see people enjoying their life. They don't want to spend time hurting animals. It's not like you go into the circus and go, I'm going to beat an elephant today.
Yeah!
It's not going to happen.
I'm a man.
That's not what you do. So there are fun things to the circus. And don't get us wrong when we go through this and just kind of point out all the bad things. We're not just the worst podcast. They would do that for you, but they don't cover animal things. They have a line, and they've drawn it where horses and animals are cruelty. They don't just cover those subjects because they can't. They'll just get worse.
Yeah. I
mean, they will be bad. They will bash. I mean,
it's not just the worst. It's more than worse.
I've heard them talk badly about people, and these are people they like. So it's like
showing them up.
So yeah, we're not just gonna. I mean, we're not. It's not all bad. No. Circuses can be good. They can be fun. A lot of kids have a lot of enjoyment from the circus. Cotton candy, popcorn, kettle corn, things of that nature.
Ooh, kettle corn.
I mean, basically anything you can find at a fair, you can almost find at a circus. Almost.
No corn dogs, I don't think. If they are, not good ones.
Depends on which circus you go to.
Yeah.
But
I don't remember having corn dogs in the one
it's not all bad. But again, 12,000 circuses, only 100 people or 100 groups to regulate them. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to enforce the rules. So circus animals spend about 96% of their life in cages. And the problem with this is not so much that they're in a cage, but because of how little room there is, they start developing obsessive problems like hopping or bobbing or rocking. Mm-hmm. You'll see this, they'll move around a lot. It's because it's literally, they're cramped and they have nothing, they gotta move. And so that's how they do it. And when they do this, like an elephant, for example, spends 10 hours a day at least in a cage.
That's a lot of time for an elephant.
In a cage, that's the size of this room kind of thing.
The size of the elephant.
Yeah, not much room. And an elephant in the wild gets hundreds of acres to move around. And now you've confined them to a little room. So they're gonna freak out a little.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah. And of course these boxes, they're not always cleaned well, they're not taken care of well. It's just to get from point A to point B and hold them while we're not doing the circus. Honestly, the elephants and everything, that's a cool part of the show, but not needed.
It's not. It's more of a, hey, you want to see an elephant? We got an elephant.
You can get an elephant. I can get an elephant. Yeah. There's a great story from Russell Brand, and he was going on a show, and they said, what do you want? Anything specific? He was like, just messing with them. I want an elephant. You know what? I want Britney Spears and an elephant. They go, well, we don't really know. We don't have good ties with the PR of the Britney Spears. I'm sorry. He goes, it's fine. Wait, what? The guy goes, wait, no. But that's all. That's the only problem you have with that request? Well, yeah, we can get an elephant. He goes, you can get me an elephant. We can get you an elephant. Like a live, talking, moving, like never forget elephant. Yeah. So he freaks out. I would too. Because if I ask for an elephant being a joke, and they're like, we can get you an elephant.
What?
I'm going to ride it. Just saying. That's the first thought that comes to mind.
Man.
And I'm wondering to myself, how many peanuts can it eat? Because
yes.
elephants eat peanuts, right?
Actually,
Cartoons. So,
peanuts are good.
yeah. It's really bad how long they're in cages. Really bad how long during the day they're in a cage. What's really sucking is how often they're on the road inside of the cargo boxes.
Yeah.
Which is 11 months out of the year, essentially. They've kind of tracked it down how long they're in stage and how long they're traveling. I mean, you got to understand, Circus is in town 2 days. They're in the boxes too, still.
Yeah.
So they're out 3 hours a night, tops, doing the show. Back in the cage they go. And then they travel 11 months. They're moving constantly in a
That's
cage.
rough.
That's a bad life for now.
Oh, yes.
So it's really great that in England, I say in England because that's the only place that has put this law into effect, that animals are no longer allowed in circuses.
Well, that's good.
Not America, not everyone else, just England. England, you've got some respect here for the first time
For the first.
since the Revolutionary War.
We approve.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of
That's why
anything
Josh
else.
is wearing red tonight and drinking Red Dew.
Yeah, a little bit of England for you. I mean, I'm cool with the guys eating beans in the morning too. That's straight protein.
I just realized that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that took effect in 2015, though. So it's been a few years.
Took a while, but yeah.
Been a few years in effect, and it's showing great results.
I mean, animals aren't needed in a circus.
They're really not. You have a dolphin right there.
I do have a dolphin right there.
More on that later. I didn't notice it.
I got a dolphin.
So let me ask you real quick, because we're almost there. How much do you expect to be paid as an entry level circus job?
Minimum wage.
So that's like what?
I think it's about $11 right now in Cali.
Well, like okay, so I make a month. I make about $2,400.
Uh-huh.
How much do you think a month these people make?
I want to say like $1,800.
No, well, yeah. I mean, some places, but mostly on average they make $1,200 a month, $300 a week. That's not bad for an entry level job. I mean,
No.
that's mostly just scooping up poop and crap like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. Now, a performer, that's a main performer. This would be like trapeze artists,
The big boys.
contortionist, muscle man, things of that nature. These guys get paid a little bit more. How much do you think they make a year?
$60,000.
Close. Depending on how strong they are and or not strong. Well, how much of a performer they are, how old they are, how long they've been doing it, how great they are, how much people recognize them. They can make anywhere from $40,000 to $70,000 a year.
Right in the middle.
And do you want to know something sad?
What's up?
I make less.
I mean,
However,
you fit in a suitcase, you might get a raise.
However, they do travel 11 months out of the year.
They do. I think that's the main reason why they get them a lot of that pay is because they travel
Plus,
11 months of the year.
They're very specific jobs.
Yes.
Like, not everybody can walk on a tightrope 100 feet in the air.
Not every person can fit in a suitcase.
And I don't think I could even walk on a tightrope that's a foot in the air. I don't think I could do it.
I know I can't do that.
I don't have great balance.
I don't think I could walk on a board that thick.
Well, wait. There's more. You get free room and board.
Well, that's nice.
I mean...
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
You get to sleep with the elephants!
Yeah, of
Woo!
course, the ringmaster. Ringmaster, that's the guy's name. He makes more money than most of them because he controls the whole show. He's kind of like the owner.
The director.
Yeah. So he makes more money.
Like what, like $80,000?
He just makes a little bit more, probably 75, but just to prove that he's the man.
He's the man of the hour.
He's probably been in the show for a while. He's done other things most likely, and he's, like I said, a good talker.
And the nice thing is, if you're a ringmaster, you can stay there a while. You don't do anything.
You walk around, you guard the show. As long as you got entertainment value, and as long as you're excited,
And you got, say you go in there and you get a ringmaster at age 30, you could stay there to 60.
yeah. I mean, if you do good, yeah.
You can do it.
Age is no limit.
No.
That's that one. Now, clowns, obviously, they don't make nearly as much, but
They're just clowning around.
they're closer to 30, I think, is what they said. But still, 30 grand,
30 clowns.
30 grand to be a clown. It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. I mean, considering birthday clowns do not make that. Plus, let's just be honest, guys. Birthday clowns are creepy.
Circus clowns are the richest of all clowns.
Yeah, I will take a birthday magician any day of the week.
Oh, yeah. I love magicians.
I mean, they're kind of crappy.
Yeah.
But at least they're not freaking the kids out.
No, I mean, you look at a magician, you see that top hat, you see that wand, you're like, that's cool.
So, let me just get this straight real quick. Since we're on here, you picture the first thing you picture for a magician is a top hat and a cape and a
Heck
wand.
yeah.
That's your magician?
Heck yeah.
You're thinking of a vampire, sir.
Nah, you got the wand. I'm down there, Josh. You're breaking everything.
I'm sorry, I just got excited that you're all. This is your picture of a magician.
I see a top hat and a wand.
That white and black wand.
Yep.
That's magician to you.
Oh yeah.
That's funny because when I picture a magician, that is not who I picture. I picture like a David Blaine kind of guy. No, not David Blaine. David Copperfield. The guy up on the big stage. He's got a real nice suit, and he doesn't have a top hat. I don't know why he did.
See a
Cartoons,
hat.
Maybe, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
every cartoon had the white top hat. The black top hat with that white strip.
You know what the saddest thing about them top hats are?
What?
They're fake. They are not a full top hat. They have a pouch in them.
That's just sad.
That's where they hide the bunny.
Don't tell me that.
I wish it was a lie. That top hat, it has an entry only, and when you push in, it opens it up so you can pull out. But that way, when they do like this and they show the crowd, it's black on black. You can't see depth.
Yeah.
I figured that out when I was a kid. I was like, this sucks. I had one of those magic kits.
Oh.
I'm a magician.
Yeah, he does things for the teen group.
I do stupid little crap.
So his most famous, the rope trick.
That's a good one. Easily found on YouTube, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, stinking YouTube, screwing up all the magician stuff and making me a magician.
Hey, man.
That's the only way I knew those tricks, man. Yeah, it is what it is.
Magic.
The problem is, magicians don't show each other magician tricks. By the way, are there ever magicians in circuses?
They have to be really, 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 really good, maybe. Which I don't know how you can be really, 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 really good at being a magician.
If you're really, really good at being a magician, you don't need to be in a circus. You got your own show.
Yeah.
Take this opportunity, if you're watching, go look up The Amazing Jonathan. Explicit content, funny dude. He's a comedian magician.
That just sounds hilarious.
I will show you after. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, wow. Just, really? Top hat? I don't wear a top hat. I need a top hat.
We all need a top hat, Josh.
We do, for the fanciest of nights. No. Anyways,
I have a fedora, that count?
No.
But it's a white fedora.
No.
I also have a black one and a brown one.
White fedora instantly reminds me of Jurassic Park. The old man with the cane. Yeah. I'm like,
Sebastian says that too.
Yeah, that's what I think of. And then the black fedoras, I instantly think of Frank Sinatra, which I don't think of classy with that. I think of kind of gangsterish. That's a brown one. That's Indiana Jones. That's the black one. I want to be Indiana Jones. Da, 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 da. Oh, no. No, you know what I just saw when I put that on?
What?
I saw that really, really chubby dude on the internet that had the fedora. You ruined fedoras for everyone. Sorry.
Anyway. I rock the fedora. Actually, ironically, I didn't buy any of these fedoras.
Nope. Anyways.
Nope, they came with the house.
So, that's kind of the circus parts that we really wanted to kind of discuss. There are more things out there. I mean, we could spend an hour and a half just talking about some of the horrible things that they do to animals.
I mean...
But what's the fun in that?
How do you teach a tiger how to jump through a little hoop?
Lion.
I've seen tigers, too.
Never seen a tiger do it. I've never seen a tiger.
I've seen a couple.
Well, so, of course, if you enjoyed this topic, you can like the video or comment.
Or subscribe it.
Yeah, and if you're subscribed to us, you should also have the bell going. Because if you don't have the bell, when will you know when we upload?
Here you go.
Right, there's that. And then there's all kinds of fun stuff coming in on the top. You can check us out. There they all are. We're in all these places. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we're on Patreon as well if you want to support us. And if you support us, you also get a Discord invite, which is really cool. You can talk to us live. We can talk about the cruelty of animals.
Yeah, and how it shouldn't happen, but it does.
We can talk about slaughterhouses.
Ooh, now that's a rough subject.
Yeah, it is. Maybe another day, another dime.
That sounds like a Podbean exclusive on that one, because I don't think YouTube likes that.
Speaking of Podbean, yeah, that's where you can find our audio, which we always have an audio available for you. And in that audio land, you can find extended episodes, and anywhere podcasts are shown, you can find...
Now it's my turn. We're good this episode.
You can find us in anywhere podcasts are available, also on iTunes.
Sorry.
It's way over there, huh?
Got it.
There it is. Yeah, and if you'd like to, you can rate and review us. That way, you have a chance to help us get bigger and go in places like Costa Rica, Germany, Finland, in the magical place of Old Zealand, and then that other place that doesn't exist, which I'm going to mention. You can
Austria?
also... No, Austria exists.
I know it does.
And then, of course, you can be from Canada and find us as well.
Canadian.
Yeah, so that's cool. All those places you can find us out there. Help us out by rating and review us on iTunes. That way we can get out there to all your friends. And of course, if you do have friends and you do think that we're great, they probably will like us too. So share us.
At least.
Yeah, share us out there.
We try our best.
Yeah, put us on Facebook. Share us out on Facebook. That'd be fine. So far, I've gotten 3 people to do it.
Hey.
Cool by that. They are older people.
Excuse me.
So, but yeah. And if you notice the board back here, you notice that all these cool people are also
Podcasters.
their podcasts. They don't really talk about us, but we talk about them sometimes. So there they are right there.
They're always there.
Yeah, you can check them out. And if you don't know who that is, just go and look it up. And if you really are old, and I'm talking old, and you only do email, we do have an email, slightlyfood@gmail and @hotmail.com. You can find us in both places.
Josh at Gmail, I am Hotmail.
And you can get a hold of us that way as well. So, for Cuties Food,
And Lemon Food.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Fit.
How do you do?
You know, honestly, I want some cotton candy. That was loud, elephant.
Bye, elephant! Bye, guys.